we are live.
We're live. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. It's a new format tonight. It's the launch of our Ko-fi edition. And it's a subscription-based podcast where all donations are given to charity. So it's not a free podcast. We do need a membership. So we're going to broadcast every Tuesday at this stage. We're live. Welcome to the Destiny Hour with Paul. It's a new format tonight. I can hear myself, folks. There's feedback. So it's a subscription-based podcast. We're asking for $5 a month, and we're going to be broadcasting at this stage every Tuesday. Questions to be typed through Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook.
But only for Ko-fi supporters.
But that's only for the Ko-fi supporters. So tonight, the regular Destiny Hour watchers, we're not going to answer questions unless there is a donation. So this is a donation-based podcast tonight. Having said that, getting all the sort of red tape and the politics out of the way, I'm a psychic, okay, a guidance counselor, life coach. I've been doing this for 20 years. So it's a full-time position, not a part-time position. And I help people. That's the whole thing about this. It's a God-given talent, so there's no witchy voodoo nonsense going on. I say my prayers every day, folks, so I don't want you to think that this is in any way dark or evil. The idea is to help people and guide people the best we can. We've been broadcasting Destiny Hour live for close on 300 shows now, and we have sort of plateaued on that market, and a lot of people have stayed with us, but that's my way of giving back. But on this particular platform, it's my way of raising money for pensioners. And the pensioners, it's a charity called Give Us Wings. And they help pensioners with food parcels. And folks, I can't tell you the delight when food parcels are handed out to these pensioners. It's almost euphoric in the way it's received. It makes everything tingle. It's the best feeling in the world. And to see old people, I want to say pensioners, truly grateful is absolute blessing. So it's a cause very close to our hearts. It's Give Us Wings. They do a fantastic job with the old people. Taking your questions is my daughter Shay. So be polite if you can. We get to everybody. And really, I think that's the intro. The idea is to help and guide. We're live from Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm English by birth. I've been here about 150 years. So, if you've got questions or you need advice, guidance, support, why don't you drop in a question, and we do our best to answer it. So this is our first broadcast on the Ko-fi platform. As I say, it's a membership situation, and you can type through YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitch at this stage. So if there's no questions coming through, please understand why. It's relatively new to us. Would you like to run an advert?
If we do, then we're not going to be able to see who's donated. So, why don't you share an experience that you had passing out the food parcels?
I'm just thinking of there's been a few stories. This Give Us Wings charity. The lady that runs it, a dear friend, I must say that, dear friend. I call her my sister. She has a big house and lots of space, and she's got she's built. You can almost say like a little shop. She's got shelves in this enclosure, I'm going to say. And she puts all the stuff that she gets from the supermarkets. The tins which are dented, or the bags which have got a tear in of sugar. She will repackage and sell. And so she had to put up shelves. And some of the people from the squatter camps, I want to say informal settlements, you know what I mean, the tin shanty towns. It's been quite shocking on some cultures here, and there's been a lot of Afrikaans people that have fallen on hard times and sort of formed settlements. So it's very, very dear to my friend's heart because she's Afrikaans. So she wanted to help her people, so to speak. And so during winter, she dished out beanies and scarves and gloves. And then she saw the deprivation and the desperation. So people started coming to her house. Now, one particular day, 3 women showed up at her place, desperate, and they had walked. Let me get this right now. 7 kilometers. 7 kilometers to get to her. And then they did shopping. She's got shopping bags as well. They loaded up on maize meal and tins of beans and peanut butter and sugar and rice. And then they carried that back at the other 7 Ks. Some visits have been with little children barefoot come in with their mums, and one particular guy, little guy, man, he must have been about 10, and he called my friend auntie, and she said, look, here's a little bag, a little plastic bag. Why don't you go over to the shelf and pick some sweets for yourself? And this little kid, shocked. He went over to the shelf and took one little sweet. And she said, no, fill the bag. And he said, what? I must fill the whole bag. She says, yeah, do that. This kid's eyes almost popped out his head. He had never been given that freedom. He'd never seen so many sweets in all his life. he was reluctant to to eat the sweets, and my friend said, go ahead. Eventually, he got so excited, all the sweets were in his mouth. His eyes were still this big, and he was just chewing every sweet he could. It's those kind of things which make a difference, and we got to do some good on this planet, and that's what that's about. So any donation goes to a lovely cause, and that's Give Us Wings. We also deliver food parcels on a regular basis to the old age homes. The last one I was on, I've got 100 chickens, frozen chickens, and that was quite a sight, because some of these people hadn't had meat for 2 weeks. So it's quite touching if you're a meat eater, you know what I mean? So that's what it's about. So if I can help you, you can help somebody else by doing a $5 membership a month, and it's going to make a difference in people's lives, like I hope to make in your life. So this new forum, Ko-fi, is a subscription channel. So, dig deep or ask questions. It's up to you. Shay?
A lot of people thinking this is the free one. Nope.
Folks, just in case you one of the regular Monday night viewers, this is not going to be free. Free is Monday. And for 2 years I've been giving free advice. So now it's time, if you've got questions, to pay.
We got a donation from Krista May.
Krista May, you see now that. Krista May, thank you, my sweetheart. And welcome to the Tuesday night edition. Does she have a question, babe?
I'm just double checking now. She just says donator, just waiting for your question to come through.
Krista May, give us your question, sweetheart.
She might have left it in a message on Ko-fi. Yes. Krista May asks, I've been very sluggish lately. Am I depressed?
Krista May, thank you for supporting us.
You just bought a full meal for an elderly person.
You don't know what that's done. I'm telling you, do not know what it's done. Thank you. Krista May. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. You are... I want to say this. Do you know what the feeling I've got for you is? That I need you to be detoxed. That's the feeling I've got. It's almost like you need to flush all the toxins and nonsense and out of your system. So if there was a way for you to do that, I'd love you to do that. But it's a bit like a car. When the car's not performing, a lot of the time, it's the oil filter. And the oil filter in our system is our kidneys. And they need a cleanse, to be honest with you. I think you're suffering from a little bit of toxins going on there, Krista May. So my feeling is, if you could drink soda water, that's good, just to flush yourself out. I'd also encourage you to be looking at fruit. And I know it's probably winter where you are. You probably don't feel very fruity. But we need to get some fruit in you. I do feel there's a lot of salt in you. which might be adding to the imbalance in the chemicals. So there is, you are sluggish, and it is leading to being depressed. However, it's not full depression, my babe. It's not at all. There's various levels. I think there's about 5 stages of depression proper. You're probably flirting with the first stage, but it's not depression. So I'm taking that off the table and off your shoulders. I do want you to look at the soda water to flush your system out. I also want you to look at yogurt, just to get that in your system. The probiotics, that's good for you. So Krista, did I answer you, baby? I hope so. And thank you for being the first Ko-fi question.
And remember, when you donate, you have an unlimited amount of questions that you can ask.
Shay, you've got something to say. Say that again.
Remember, if you donate to our Ko-fi, you have an unlimited amount of questions you can ask.
Look at that. Shay has just given away a special. And I didn't even know.
Yes, you did. You advertised it.
Oh, did I? Okay, so how's that? For $5 a month, or a donation now, you can ask as many questions as you want. What a bargain. So Krista May could ask another question if she wanted.
You could.
Krista May, I hope you heard that, babe.
And it doesn't have to be limited to you. If you're worried about a friend of yours, ask away. I like it whenever somebody donates, a little thing pops up on the screen and floats to the top. So that's really cool.
Oh, that's lovely. So, as I say, this is the new format, folks. If you're used to the Destiny Hour on a Monday, well, that's the free day. The Destiny Hour on Ko-fi, well, that's just a little bit different, because you're going to have to pay for the questions, or pay for the answers. So it's more detailed, but you know what? You are helping a good cause, and you're helping us to buy a little bit of Pepsi time. It's a Pepsi time. So we're live from Johannesburg, South Africa, where it's hot, and we're expecting rain tomorrow. Did you know that, Shay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we should have some relief. So wherever you are in the world, this is Ko-fi, the new platform, a subscription-based channel, going to a good cause. Any action, Shay?
I'm just waiting to see if there's more. There's definitely a lot of people joining us tonight to watch, which is very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
So thank you for everybody who's watching. I just waiting.
It's like window shopping, isn't it?
Yeah. But just waiting to see what people have to say.
Right. So yeah, the new platform, Ko-fi, bit different. When people have to pay.
A bit different.
I know. But going to a good cause. The freebies are on Monday. Tuesday. Oh, no. So, I'm a psychic. Are you? Yeah. Doing this for about 20 years. It's a God-given talent. And it's my way of helping people. And it's a great job to have. Today it was a good day today, mate, because somebody travelled in their car far, got on the highway and just went boom, and it took them an hour on the highway, so going at 120. They wanted to see me, but they said, I don't want to come see you at home. So I said, I said, you know what I said, Jay? Put your finger down.
Oh, we got another donation from Leah. Thank you so much, Leah, for your support. I'm just waiting to see if your questions come through. Leah says she just donated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my
Leah.
baby. Thank you, Leah.
I'm just waiting for her question, but her first question is, how long is this live for?
The?
Her first question is just a general one. How long is this live for?
This?
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing it for an hour at this stage every Tuesday. If there's interest, we'll do more broadcasts and perhaps extend it. But it's kind of a test at the moment to see how it goes.
Just waiting to see if she's got some questions. I'm just waiting to see here. Please don't lie about donations. We can see them on the screen.
Who's that? Okay, so you always get the people that try and push it. Oh, I did donate. If you're going to lie, then I'm going to...
Wait, sorry. I'm sorely mistaken. We have 4 new donations.
4 new donations, God bless.
Thank you so much to Donna, and thank you so much to Rafika for your support. Just waiting to see what your questions.
Wow, girls, thank you. Ladies, thank you. I'm actually shocked because on a Monday night, we're lucky if we get $1 for the 50 people or so that I help. Yesterday we got nothing. And the worst one was we got 50 cents. So the time PayPal takes it off and the bank takes, it's about 30 cents. Whoop-de-doo.
I'm just so excited right now because that's just happened one after the other.
Girls, yeah, man.
And 2 of them are recurring monthly donations.
Oh, man, God bless. Who are those 2 people, please?
So the first one is Kay, and
Kay.
the second one is Leah.
Kay and Leah, thank you, my sweethearts. Any questions you've got, please ask. And it can be stupid questions. Ridiculous questions, we don't care. But
Any and all, anything goes.
Thank you, girls.
You know the feeling Okay, Rafika asks, when will my visa documents be sorted?
Rafika, hello. Hello. They should. Okay. You've been waiting a while, I know. Alright, well, okay. Next 10 days. The next 10 days. And if that means, does that mean February? It's February. I think you're going to have them in your hand. I don't think you have to go back. I think everything is filled in and correct. But the next 10 days are looking very, very likely, and February's very, very strong. In fact, my son-in-law went to the American embassy to get his visa, and it was relatively quick. After he made the appointments, he got there, and they sort of said, okay, right there and then. So that was nice and smooth for him. But I'll say the next 10 days. I think it's Canada you're going to, right? Is it Canada? And I'll tell you what, Canada, embassies around the world are particularly busy because it's the most beautiful country. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And a lot of Indian people are going to Canada. I know a lot from South Africa that have emigrated, and they just haven't looked back because it's such a fabulous country. And the people are just beautiful, beautiful people, Canadians. I haven't been, my brother went, he toured Canada, and he just said, Oh, it's fantastic. Fantastic. You know, they say this area of Canada is bigger than the US.
Oh yeah.
If you put all the stuffs.
The provinces together.
If you put the provinces, but like all the islands and stuff like that. It's quite amazing, eh?
Quite amazing indeed. I'm in shock that so many people donated so quickly, and lots of people just donating for the sake of it, which
Really?
is so sweet.
Wow. We're blown away. You know, there's so much kindness. You can't believe that little act of kindness. What it does, particularly the dollar to the rand exchange rate. I think it's about 15 rand to the dollar at the moment. Just to give you an idea, $1 would buy a loaf of bread. Just to give you an idea. That's the sort of thing that we're on. With Give Us Wings, they get, well, my friend, she goes to all the supermarkets and all the dog food and the rice and sugar. She says, can we take it? And you know what the sad thing is, some of the supermarket managers don't believe my friend Elsa. And they have asked her to take pictures of giving to the needy. So, because they want proof that it's gone to the good cause, and she's not reselling it for profit, which is the furthest thing from her mind. But I was telling you about the story today.
Well, we got a question from one of our donators. Leah asks, I plan to move back to California, but where I live now, my lease is not up until September. I plan to move back to California in the next 2 months. Will I take a loss?
Oh, Leah. Plan to move back. Are you going to lose? I say that. You are. So, it seems to me 2 months would, I think you'd be moving back end of April. What's telling me is May would be prime time for you, or the best time for you to move. You are going to take a knock, my baby, because you know, you're about 5 months short on the lease, so there is going to be bad credit against you. But I will say this: I think you can ride it out, my sweetheart. That's what I can say. I think you'll get through it. I need you to be secure before you go to California, if that's possible, on securing proper apartment wherever you're going, because that would cover any kind of credit or background checks on you. Do you know what I mean? So if you could get to California beforehand to get a securer place, then I'm comfortable. They may go after you, saying that you owe. But they're going to be chasing you for what, $3,000 or something like that, $5,000. You are going to take a knock. That's the answer to your question, Leah. But I want you to be secure in wherever you go in California.
Our next question is from Donna, who asks any guidance for me this week, please, Paul.
For the week, Donna. Okay. We've had the hangover from Valentine's. That's what I call it today. Because everybody's going, oh, love, 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 right? can be a little bit sickening if you haven't got love in your life. So, we've got the Valentine's hangover to deal with. Okay, we've also got funny things happening in the moons and the stars. Okay, so there is that going on. It's also mid-month. Everybody's miserable. Okay. But you know what? This sounds a little bit stupid. This week, what you are guided to do is look for peace. You say, what? What the heck's that? Look for peace. Don't look for the drama, the gossip. Try and find peace this week. Because everybody's got drama and gossip, haven't they? So why don't you look for the peace? That's what I wanted to say.
Just want to grab something on the back.
And it's quite unique, it's like looking for a fight. You go to a bar and you want to look for a fight. You'll find one if you want. But if you go to the bar and look for some peace, well, that's quite different. So that is what I want you to do. Look for the peace. That's loud and clear. But I also want you to start listening to your inner voice. Okay, it's going to guide you and be with you as a result of the peace. I hope that makes sense without sounding too hippie, because I don't want to sound hippie. Look for the peace. You'll find it. But also you're going to get an intuitive, perhaps, message. Thank you.
Rafika asks, can I also please ask, will my sister be able to travel this month? Sisters, sorry.
Your sisters? As I say, Canada's proving very, very popular. So they may, I'm just confirming, but the feeling is, I think they will be, it'll be next month. I don't see it being this month. In fact, any time after the 7th, I think is safe for you. So I've got a feeling that, you'll hear about your visa, but that we're into March. Then March for your sisters. So they'll still get it, still be able to travel, but it's not at the same time, so to speak.
Okay, so we're waiting for more questions to come through.
Right, so folks, we are the Destiny Hour on the Ko-fi platform on a Tuesday night, and we are taking subscriptions or donations to answer questions, not like the Monday night format where it's free. We are looking to raise funds to help people. So we're asking a $5 a month subscription or membership, and that entitles you every Tuesday to ask questions. The money goes to a good cause. Give Us Wings, which help pensioners, and that's what we're going to stand by. And so we're not taking free questions tonight, so to speak. That would be on a Monday, innit? So we're live from Johannesburg. I'm a psychic, guidance counselor, life coach, and ask questions or share. Maybe we can affect a life.
Maybe.
Like today, I was telling you, lady drove an hour full speed on the highway. so that's quite far, right? Because the highways in this country, everyone goes 140, 160. She drove like a bat out of hell, an hour. So she said, I want to see you, but not at your place, because she was embarrassed. So she booked into a hotel, like a lodge thing. She said, can you see me in the hotel? It's quite, well, your mind just wanders, let's be honest. So we went to her room. I was starting to get kinky now. I went up to her room. Now she met me in the reception and actually did a cleanse on this lady, who drove an hour, 100 odd kilometers, booked into a hotel for the night just to see me. I know it sounds all kinky, but this woman got such pleasure's the wrong word, relief, and questions answered, because she had been actually hexed by somebody, which happened to be her neighbor stroke best friend. And you can't believe it, that the neighbor who was involved in black magic knew something was up, and he phoned her 5 times while I was there, saying, do not go to this guy, do not go to this guy. It turns out that in the session I pinpointed that guy as being the source of all her anguish and aches and pains. She wanted to end her life last week. 3 months ago she tried twice, so she's really practicing. But just out of the blue, this guy phoned 5 times saying, please do not go to this guy, meaning me. Well, I'll tell you folks, we did a cleansing, which is prayer, basically prayer, and laying hands on her. The difference afterwards, she was lying on her, I don't want to say bed, but she was lying down. We did some magic. I say magic. It's all by the grace of the good Lord. The difference between the beginning of the session, the before, and the after, was like those photos you see in the diet adverts, where the lady or the guy is about this big, and after, he's got a 6-pack and sexy moustache, right? That's what it was like. She didn't have a moustache though. She was quite nice, quite nice looking. And this girl cried. She was lying down. She's a woman. She was 51. She lay down, just eyes closed, without doing anything. I was just talking to her. Without doing anything. Okay? She sobbed her eyes out. Just the power of good, the power of light. It's absolutely remarkable. And she made a pinky swear, which is nice. I made her do that, saying that she needs to stay on this earth. So we did a pinky swear. She also, I said to her, you text me anytime, day, night, because I'm not having you die on my watch. So it was quite a beautiful meeting. The difference afterwards, folks, was night and day. It was absolutely beautiful. Shay.
So we've got 2 questions. We're going to start off with Donna, who asks, will my finances be getting better this year, please? I'm a bit tongue-tied tonight.
That's okay. Hi, Donna. I hope so. I really do. I've got a feeling, yeah. Donna, it's going to be a little bit tough. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I can't. Can't say, oh, it's going to be better. Everything will be all right. It's not. Not until after May. Okay, so we've got a couple of months. I know it's not what you want to hear, but we've got a couple of months of rough waters. Okay, so the boat's going to be a bit up and down, but you're going to get through it. But it seems to me, Donna, I don't know if you're from the States. It seems to me your finances improve as the weather gets better. Okay, so I've got from May being that's going to be the end of this, and I think from June you're going to welcome new challenges, and I do not know if you are looking at perhaps moving or perhaps getting another job, but that seems to be on your mind. But regardless of that, or even a second job, regardless of that, there's going to be an improvement from May. Okay, Donna?
Next question is from Leah, who asks, my dad's son claims that he cares about me, but he doesn't show it to me, and I've seen him give it to others. So I know he could show me, but he doesn't make me feel like he cares about me, and I think it's making me not care for him more. When I try to explain to him how he makes me feel, he thinks that I'm arguing. How does he really feel, and will there be any change?
And this is, who's the person? Dad's brother?
No, her son's dad. So the guy that she's had a son with.
Okay, so, oh, shame. I get that. So now, Leah, he's doing it on purpose. And he's doing it because he's kind of punishing you. Horrible. Childish, horrible, and inappropriate. Okay, and that's what I want you to understand. That he wouldn't behave that way if he still didn't hold feelings or care within him. My true feeling is that he's acting like an overgrown kid. It's not the appropriate behavior. I'm to remind you of why you guys separated in the first place. And I can bet you it's because he was a little bit selfish and self-absorbed, That's the feeling that I've got. He does care for you, and I think he does appreciate what you do for your child, or his child. But I don't want you hoping all the time. That's what's hurting. That's what's hurting, is you just hoping. So what I want you to do is to adopt a more casual, informal approach. And that's sort of go through the motions, but not be so warm, because I know you to be a warm, caring, chatty person. I want you just to turn down the volume on that, okay? And be a little bit more held back. I think then we're going to get a different reaction. But there's care involved, baby. Definite care involved.
Okay. Well, we've got 15 minutes left, so I'm just waiting to see if any more questions come through from our lovely supporters, or if anyone new wants to donate.
Right, so this is our Destiny Hour with Paul on a Tuesday now on the Ko-fi platform, and this is dollar donations or membership of $5. Is it on the screen, Shane?
Yes, it's on the screen.
Okay, so we'll be doing this, and we're raising money for Give Us Wings, which is a charity here in Johannesburg, which helps pensioners, but it also helps squatters as well, informal settlements. And they're donating all sorts of stuff, clothes. It's just phenomenal what she's gathered in her shop. Custard powder, who would think custard powder, tomato sauce, ketchup, tins and tins of pilchards, and there's always those green beans in a tin. But you know what? It's helping, and that's what she's even doing toiletries and sanitary supplies. When you're destitute, a lot of the time that is not a priority. So she has been busy in that department to give her a little bit of dignity. Shampoos, shampoos, soaps. She does everything. So that's it. Give Us Wings. Actually, it was her birthday on Valentine's Day. So I went round with a hanging basket of flowers. Yeah, hanging basket. And cactus display. All different cactus. And I went round to say happy birthday. And she had cake. Nice passion fruit cake.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I tell you what, that is nice. Passion fruit cake. Oh, we had that. We had milk tart. And you think, what? Milk tart? It's like a custard tart. Oh man, that was nice. And she had little burgers. I was there for half an hour, and I put on 2 kilograms. Yeah. But having your birthday on Valentine's Day, quite unique, isn't it?
Donna's next question are, Mum is having problem with her legs. Will they figure out what is causing it, please?
Donna, hi. She's to cut back on salt because she's got a circulation problem going on. Cut out salt, Donna, please. There is I don't know if she's overweight, but I am getting sort of a veiny veins in her legs, if she's got the varicose veins, or they a different colour, her feet, and I know they swell. That's the problem. So she needs, there are meds that thin the blood, but she needs to be very careful with the salt intake, and she's to move about, even though it's sore, as much as she possibly can, and feet up a lot or legs up a lot. But it is manageable, but it's throbbing her legs, Donna. I can feel it, and particularly her feet. They're doing that. So she does need meds, but she needs to cut back on the salt and put her feet up when she can.
Oh, I'm very sorry for your loss, Leah. She asks, what were the causes of my miscarriages in the past? There was tissue left in my uterus, but the pregnancy failed.
Leah, that's a tragic question. And I'm just getting into it. there is... You've battled down there a lot. And not only during pregnancy, I'm talking normal monthly cycles. I can feel it, particularly the one side. Now my left side is playing up. So I'm going to say this, that I think there's I don't want to say damage, but there's an issue on the left side of, I don't know if that you're feeling pain now. That's the area. And I don't know if there is a cyst aspect to that side. But that's the feeling I've got. They haven't cleared that aspect. It's almost like you need, I don't know if you still do that, but a scrape. Does that make sense? I think they do. They used to call it a scrape. That's the feeling that I've got. But to give it a while, Donna, and if there's any sort of doctors you can go to about a clean out, so to speak. But I feel confident for you, by the way. I feel confident. I don't... Any time after July, I think, if you address this issue, Donna, I think we're going to have a positive reading on that famous stick. So, but you do need to address that, if possible, sweetheart.
Next question is from Rafika, who asks, do you see anything in love for me this year?
Rafika, you're going away. It's new beginnings. I think that wherever you end up, I think there's going to be a nice change of attitude, and almost like you want to discover, and there's a sense of joy and happiness over you as a result of the move. But you're going to have to be there 5 months before you sort of get into the way people speak, because your ears got to tune in, and the way things are done. But I will tell you this, that you've got to be there 5 months, but I think there's a good chance that you're going to be getting interest. Certainly dating. But what I'm looking at is a good 5 months being there, and I think you're going to be getting attention. That's what I want you to know. So it's good.
Clarification from Leah. She says she had a cyst on her left ovaries, but that was when she was pregnant with her son too, which was a healthy pregnancy.
Right.
She also asks, a different question entirely. I'm taking another trade in school. Will I end up doing my trade once I am finished?
Okay. Okay. Got it. Once you're finished. Yes. Lot of competition. So I think the trade you've chosen is going to be quite tough. But you show them. It's almost like I feel that you're going into, like you're going to be a mechanic, so to speak. So you're a girl doing a boy's job. That's the kind of feel I've got about this. But if you can handle yourself, I think you can be very successful in that trade. There's no reason why you can't. But I think you are going to face hurdles and you have to bang on doors. But very possible that you can, that'll be your career. Very, very possible.
We have 5 minutes left and the hour is up. I'm just still blown away with how many people donated tonight.
Thank you, folks, for your donation, and thank you for tuning in. If you did need to share, then do so. If indeed you wanted an appointment, should be on the screen, Shay.
Yes, it is.
I do this. We're in Johannesburg, so there's a time difference. So just check that out. But I do this full time, or Messenger or WhatsApp. It's quite reasonable, actually. We do it through PayPal. Boom, get all your answers and all the attention. So that, we've got that. I wanted to thank the good Lord for the gift. I wanted to thank Shay for taking the questions and doing the Ko-fi platform. I wanted to thank Ko-fi. I think that's, I don't know, I feel good. Don't know nothing about it, but I feel good about them.
Well, I mean, just to excuse us, we have like a little victory. We've only had our Ko-fi account for 2 days and already we've had 5 supporters.
Wow, that's remarkable.
That is quite remarkable.
So, we could extend this, provided we get the support and go on different nights as well. So, folks, thank you very much. We're so touched by your kindness. We'll see you on this platform Tuesday next week, and on the other platform Monday. Folks, love and peace. God bless.